Game live, Friday night Knicks. Hey man, Knicks lose a heartbreaker, 129 and 124. We're going to break it all down, give you our takeaways. We want to hear from you guys. The phone lines are up, 657-383-1509. Call us up. Let us know what you thought about tonight's heartbreaking loss. Let us know what you thought about the lineup changes. And we're going to get into it right now.
Knicks Fan TV. Y'all watching Knicks Fan TV.
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
Post-game live. The post-game show for the Knicks fans, for the fans, by the fans. CP from the Knicks Fan TV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Jay Ellis, how you feeling, man? Happy Friday, my dude. Happy Friday, man.
Happy Friday to you, man, my brother. Happy Friday, dog.
Appreciate
Friday,
it, man.
I feel good, man. I feel good. I really didn't have any expectations.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't have that low feeling that I usually have after the Knicks loss. Because you know what? It's like I already know what to expect. I already know 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Knicks lose their magic and they turn into a pumpkin. I already know that.
tough loss, man. Well, first off, the coach, he alluded to a potential lineup change again, and he goes for it. 3 rookies starting for the first time in I think about 2 years. We had Knox, Money Mitch, and ISO starting on the front line with we had Moutier at the helm.
Mood.
And Timmy in his usual spot. So we had Moody at the 1, Timmy at the 2. We had ISO at the, or Timmy at the 3, I guess if you want to say ISO at the 2. Knox at the 4, Money Mitch at the 5. Spirited effort, got to give them credit. They came out guns blazing against a good Western Conference team on the road. Ball was moving around. Ball was snapping. Defense was admirable for the most part. You know, they did their best against AD in the first, and then AD became AD at the end. Trey Burke, solid effort off the bench by Trey Burke. You know, much maligned. Had 2 DMPs early this season in the early season. Buried in this whole lineup shuffle, rotation shuffle. Comes back with 24 points off the bench.
Yeah.
11-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Wheels fall off, man. What'd you take of the close to this game and our inability to close the game? What'd you take from it?
Like I said, man, I already know 7 minutes left. No Cinderella. Cinderella is the ball.
The glass slipper came off, man.
Glass slipper gone, man. Bella the ball got the bippity boppity boo. Off game. 7 minutes to go. It's like midnight, dog. Knicks turn back to a pumpkin. Everything falls apart.
It fell apart for us, man. It fell apart for us. I mean, in the beginning, the small lineup was doing its thing. I thought we fared well amicably. We even went with 4 guards in a pivotal stretch in the third. It was we had ISO, Frank, Trey, Timmy out there with Vonleh at the 5. And there was a pivotal stretch in that moment where they caught Julius Randle with 3 straight turnovers.
Yes.
He caught a travel and 2 back-to-back offensive fouls. And I thought, you know what? This is why Fizdale. We had Frank at the 4 at that point.
Frank legitimately
we had Frank at the 4.
And Randall couldn't do anything. He didn't know what to do. Like, it was a play where Frank pulled the chair out from under him.
Facts.
There was and the team defense was great too because our guys were quicker, and whenever Randall looked for that help to pass out, they were right there to try to.
They were right there. So it's kind of like you see one end of the chess match when you go small. And you're able to get in, exert your speed out there, and they were able to do that for the better part of the game. But I thought we're crunch time when things got thick on the defensive end, we were not able to get those critical rebounds that we needed. And I think that was, Drew Holiday and AD, they crushed us. But I think what really crushed us was the offensive rebounds that the Pelicans were able to get between AD and Randall. The lineup, we couldn't, it was a lot of mental lapses on that.
Yeah, the one where Trier didn't box out Randall.
Yeah, on the foul
Randall
line.
flew in from
Yeah,
the 3-point
mental
line
errors.
foul. That was probably the one big flop of the whole game where it's like, dog, you gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
You can see the moment in the replay when Trier realized he screwed up. Oh man, and it was already too late by him. It was already too late. But,
yeah, mental lapse, man. Mental lapse. You know, we see it all the time. You take those things for granted, and you got to put a body on guys. You got to put a body on guys. What did you think about, because Emmanuel Mudiay, give him credit.
Mood.
Hey, we know his nickname in the chat. Mudiay was a thing of the past. Emmanuel Mudiay stepped up tonight. We got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? You got to applaud him. You got to applaud Mudiay tonight.
Listen, man, I need to talk to the Mudiay haters. And I was one of the Mudiay haters. No, what? There's a difference between a hater and an observer, right? There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I'm going to tell you right now, because the first 2 games Mudiay had that were decent, there were some people was like, yo, Mudiay did I. Some people would just still call him Mudiay. I was like, dog, when people do good, you got to give it up. Otherwise, you're just a hater, dog. Like, some people got to stop hating. Let go of that hate. Let it go. He's playing well. Give him his props. And applaud the man when he's playing well. And if he turns back to Mudiay, then you go back to Mudiay. Right now, he ain't Mudiay.
If he reverts back to Mudiay, then you just chop it up to Mudiay. But you know what? Funny thing is that Mudiay had no dimes tonight. It was all offensive. It was all scoring for Mudiay tonight. Very odd game. Very odd game.
It was very odd game. I kind of feel like the book was out on Trier, and Pelicans made an attempt to kind of just double him up. Don't let him drive. Really send 2 defenders at him, and that left Mudiay open to shoot jumpers for most of the part, and he was hitting them. And not only that, Mudiay was going to the hole, and he didn't fall.
He didn't fall not once tonight, man.
Yeah, he was using his body correctly. He was dipping his shoulder. He's playing like a big point guard. He for so long, when he goes to the hole, he looks to avoid the contact. And today, Mudiay dipped his shoulder. He used his body to initiate, got people bouncing off of him. He played like a big guard. I was happy with what I saw today from Mudiay, man.
I mean, outside of the good game that he had when he first came against the Pacers, you could argue this was his best game as a Knick, and he didn't even have any assists. But I still thought he was excellent at the. I think he had a good pace to the game. I thought he was very spry out there. He was very downhill. He was aggressive.
Yeah.
I like what I saw from Mudiay tonight, even though he didn't get those dimes. I still like what I saw out there from him tonight. What did you think about, because Trigger also had it, like we said, Trey also had a great game. What did you guys think, and what did you guys think in the chat about not going back to Mudiay to close it? Because the offense did get a little bit stagnant. Not a little bit. The offense did get stagnant at the end. We saw Timmy taking, his bad Timmy shots. What did you think about that, Jay Ellis, about not going back to Mudiay in the second half much?
That was just a tough call, because it was a tough call because Trey Burke had it going. He started off 5 for 5. Tim Hardaway had it going. Well, he kind of had a good night. He 30 points, even though his percentage was shaky. Coach already says he likes to see Trier finishing games because he has that knack for finishing games well and being ISO. He's not afraid of the moment. So, and you already said we already have 4 guards out there at the closing minutes. So, are we gonna go with a 5-guard lineup to close? Like, if you really want to stand back and say who do we take out, maybe it would be Trier, maybe.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't having that good of a shooting night. But he's historically had pretty good shooting nights, and he hasn't been afraid of the moment either. So, tough call about it, Coach.
I would, yeah. Maybe ISO. Only because you already had Timmy out there as your scoring option. You had Burke out there as your scoring option. I think you could have taken ISO out and got Moutier in there just to get a little bit more flow to the offense a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand that, but then ISO had 5 assists. He was leading the team in assists today.
Yeah,
so,
funnily enough, yeah, he did.
I felt like ISO was playing more of the point guard role today. He was distributing. He found Knox for some threes. He found some shooters on the penetration. Trier was doing really a lot of the addition today.
Yeah,
He had zero assists. I think Trey had 1 assist. You know what I mean? So
yeah. It's funny, man. It's very funny. It's funny that ISO was the leader in assists and Moutier was kind of the attacking point guard, out there. But listen, man, it was a tough loss. Obviously, you would have liked to have seen him get that wire-to-wire victory.
Yeah.
But Pelicans are a playoff team, experienced team. Give them the credit. Anthony Davis, top 5 player in the game, if not top 3, probably top 3.
And he woke up.
Yeah, he woke up. I mean, what he finished with? He finished with they held him to 2 points.
Yeah.
And he ends up finishing with 45.
Yo, is this a record for and ones, dog? Like I've seen so many and ones today. That has to be an and one record.
Yeah, he ends up finishing with a monster game. He ends up finishing with 43 points, 17 boards, 5 dimes, 16 to 25 from the field.
Jesus.
That is a franchise player, folks.
Definitely a franchise player.
Franchise player, man.
Yo, there's one more thing I have to mention before we talk about anything else.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we're going to get to the phones. Go ahead.
The minutes. The minutes. No Hazonia. Super Mario bench.
Super Mario's turn in the doghouse.
As your boy says, turn Luigi.
Yeah, Wario.
I know you say Wario. Luigi's funny. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was like Vonleh got 27 minutes, Robinson got 24 minutes, Cantor 8 minutes.
Yeah. And 8 minutes of lousy defense. That's part of the reason why they got back in the game. But I like the minutes distribution tonight.
Yeah, so kudos. You found Trey. You found some minutes for Burke, and it was at Mario's expense.
Factuals. All right, we're going to get to the phones. Once again, shout out everybody tonight, Friday night Knicks. Tough loss, man. Have a drink with your boys tonight. 129-124, Knicks go down. This is the Knicks fan post-game live show for the fans, by the fans. If you're new to the chat, hit us with a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Another new feature, if you're watching on the replay, we will be replaying the streams all night into the morning. We're going to hit different time zones. So if you missed the first one, we're going to replay the next one at 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so once again, that's 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. all Eastern time. So a lot of you like to get into the chat, into Knicks Nation, and chop it up with your fellow Knicks fan. So you're going to get the opportunity to do that. You could always watch these on demand, but if you want to watch it with, your fellow Knicks fan, some of you guys have become regulars, you'll be able to do that round the clock, man. So
yeah, man. Enjoy, y'all.
Real deal, man. All right, let's go to the phones. Julian from Westchester. He wants to talk about Frank's minutes tonight. Julian, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
How you feeling, man?
What's going on?
I mean, if we weren't rebuilding, I would be so tight right now. Because Christmas came early for New Orleans tonight. We gave them that game. If we're gonna be real about it.
Yeah.
We got picked apart. We got picked apart on the pick and roll time and time again.
Yeah, killed us.
And early fourth quarter, late third quarter, they started building momentum, and I'm like, Coach, you got to put in Frank and Mitch because they're 1 in 5 of the future, right? So you have to let them build up that pick and roll defense chemistry. And if you're getting picked apart on the pick and roll, why would you not throw Frank in there? There's that. But then,
they still got picked apart in the pick and roll.
We were just getting
in the fourth. They still got picked apart.
Yeah, yeah, we did. Well, that's because Anthony Davis is just the next level.
Monster. He's a monster, man.
Yeah.
This was one of those games where this is one of those if only we had Porzingis games, because like he's the only guy on our team who can really cancel someone like that out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Because
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's funny you say that, because I just brought up a tweet from Macri. He says the same thing. You know, when it comes to crunch time, New Orleans is able to go to their best guy. We don't have that guy right now, and that's why we struggle to execute down the stretch. We're a young team, but it's cool.
Yeah. So, because again, both these guys, they're both 7-footers. I think AD is a little more physical than KP, but like if we had in this game, number one, he wouldn't have gotten all those and one. KP would have gotten some of that weak stuff out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, on the flip side, it's a nice test for Mitch, man. I like Mitch getting these challenges. First Steven Adams, now Anthony Davis.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that challenge from Money Mitch, man. Throw him into the fire. Obviously, he doesn't have to fit. He's not as physical as look. I mean, I'm just saying. Take a look at how AD was when he first came in. He was the same size as Mitch, and now he comes in the game. He's bodying Mitch. You know, so yeah. Go ahead, Julian.
These are some really good measuring stick games for Mitch. And,
absolutely.
So you take the positives out of this. You continue to build. I think 2-3 years down the line, this could actually be Mitch, and that's really scary. Just thinking about it, because you want to talk about Twin Towers. I mean, like that team would be phenomenal. And
you mean when KP comes back
this year? Yeah. KP, Mitch, KD.
Yeah.
Whoever
one of those guys learn to rebound, we good.
Yeah, facts.
If one of those guys learn to rebound, we all right.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Imagine Julius coming through, trying to get a rebound when Zion's in front of him.
Oh. Now we talking, Julian. Now we talking, man. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah.
Yo,
yep. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, go ahead, JLs.
Yo, it's funny. I actually liked the defense that Mitch played in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, shit, he held AD to 2 points. I thought he was all right. He finished with 7 points, 7 boards for Mitch. You know, homecoming for Mitch. Welcome back home.
I liked how he just had his hands in the right places and poked the ball away. He wasn't always like, you know what it was? It was the recovery, because he wasn't always directly on AD. He had to kind of help and then turn around and then get back to AD and still kind of manage to bomb his shot.
Yeah.
So
I mean, only thing I got to disagree with Julian, I mean, he's not going to have the offensive repertoire that AD has. I mean, he's all over the court right now. He's not just a high flyer, slasher to the hole, shot blocker. I mean, AD can hit you with the threes. You saw it tonight. I mean, he's clutch, man.
Yeah, there was a game last year with AD. AD single-handedly destroyed us in the Garden last season.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, this dude took the major step.
Destroyed us, man. Destroyed us.
He was not that good all the time.
What did he drop? He dropped 20 points in the second quarter. Something ridiculous, man.
Dude, Pelicans scored 41 points in the fourth, dog.
Yeah, 41 points in the fourth. AD and Drew Holiday, man. That's why a team like that, in the West, that's how they make it, man. The one in the five. The one in the five, man. They
I was hoping that could be that Frank could be the Drew Holiday and KP could be the AD. I was hoping for that on the East Side with the Knicks. Bring that to us, then.
One of these days, man. One of these days. We're going to get back to the chat. I mean, we're going to get back to the phones. Once again, shout out to everybody on this Friday night post-game live. Shout out to the chat. Jason Butler in here. Kareem Alamari. Chris Dada. Ricardo Custer. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Oh, man. Yo, Kendo Vaquero.
Vaquero. Yeah, he checked us last time. We butchered his name the last time. He checked us.
I'm butchering everybody's name.
Yeah, he spelled it out, man. Reaper, man.
I'm always messing up the R's. I don't be rolling them in the Q's right.
Almost Zen says Mitch only needs to add like 75 to 80 pounds. Yo, listen, man, in the NBA, they can put that on quick, man. They'll put you on them boxing diets, have you eating like 3 whole chickens a day, you know.
Yeah, man.
Sleep,
They
man.
just stopped him from eating McDonald's. My guy Young Simba in the building.
Young Simba never misses a show, man. Shout out Young Simba. CP the artist, my little brother, man. CP the artist, what's going on?
Robert Gregory on Facebook.
Yeah, man. Craig Williams. I saw a hashtag new earlier. I think his name was Joel Pot. Joel Pot. Shout out Joel Pot. Welcome to the chat, Joel. Chris Dada always in here. Gabi Martinez. All right, let's go back to the phones. We spoke to Julian Q. Q wants to talk about the game overall and the effort by these Knicks. Q, what's good, man? Better spirits, I hope, than the last.
What's good, fellas?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
Oh yeah, man. I'm not off the ledge yet. You know what I mean? I'm still on the ledge as a Knicks fan, but I'm hanging. It was a good game. The dudes played good. They played solid, and you know, I'll tell you this. I thought about some things, and I don't know if the Knicks coaches teach the pick and roll right. Man, we got work. That pick and roll is horrible.
We got to work on it. We got to work on it.
Yeah.
Camp's horrible. Oh, my God. I think Camp has got to be the worst defensive player of all time almost. He's ridiculous. He don't even try to block a shot. Von Lay, his pick and roll defense is bad. Even Money Mitch, you know, his pick and roll defense is bad. And he's young, so, you know, you really got to teach that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, all credit.
like,
I mean, I think that's league-wide. You know what I mean? I think that's league-wide in terms of defending it. I would like to see I would like to see us execute it better. You know, because that would cut down on a lot of struggles on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the bigs, you know, when you teach these kids, you always teach these kids the hedge. And you see players like, you know, Robin Lopez does it. He hedges perfectly. Like, why doesn't any teams try to do that? You know, I just can't believe it. It's like the worst pick-and-roll defense I've seen, like, period, you know, over the years. So, I don't, like you said, league-wide, it may be true.
Yeah.
And then I think you know, when it comes to Trey, you know, Trey, I think he defined his role. You know, you guys been saying, everybody's been saying, Trey's a sixth man. Yeah, he's a sixth man.
Yeah.
You know, and I notice nobody talks about Trey small when he balls out.
Right.
When he balls out, nobody says size or nothing.
Yeah, that's it. They don't even look at his defense. They don't even look at his defense.
You know what I mean? Soon as he plays good, it's like, oh, Trey's good. He's straight.
Yeah.
But nobody's talking about how small he is and how his defense suffers at times. But I think at the end of the day, if the Knicks play hard, they're going to play better. And this effort was better than I've seen in the last 2 weeks.
Definitely.
So if they give this effort every game, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm off the ledge, but I'm still close to it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you, Q. I feel you, man. It's Saturday, baby. It's Saturday, man. You know what I mean? Hang in there, man.
And, yo, before I go, man, I keep hearing all this stuff about Knicks fans, like, okay with Melo coming back. I don't think it's a good idea.
Nah, we're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on that, but that's a bad idea, man.
We don't. Yeah, man. If y'all can answer that, set them straight, because we can't do that. Nah, it's over.
We're going to touch on that,
I love Melo, but his time is done in New York.
That's a fact,
all right, fellas.
All right, Q.
All right, man.
Have a good weekend, brother. Always appreciate you, man.
Y'all.
Yes, sir.
You too. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, forget that Melo talk. We'll get to that, though, JLs. Max from the Britidonks. What's going on? Max wants to talk about the lineups tonight. What you think about the lineups?
I want to hear about Moody, Max.
CPJLs was good.
What's good, Max? How you feeling, man?
Listen, I don't know. You know, I don't know what annoys me more, like my baby mama or Fizdale's lineup, bro. Because I just like tight, man. Like, this is not.
Yo.
All right, so let's start with what was your gripes with the lineups now? What happened with the lineups?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll explain. Okay, let me just get this out because I've never been a hater. I'm from the Bronx. I don't hate. Trey Burke played really. Trey Burke played really well tonight. You know, that 6-man role is perfect for him, and
Yes.
he deserved the minutes because, you know, the white J.R. Smith's been like awful lately. So you know, you can't play Hazonia at all. And
I was happy with that DMP.
That's a plus, right? That's a good for the lineup.
Hazonia needs a break.
it was definitely a plus. And Moutier played, you know, well, but you know, you always got to watch him. Let's watch the next game. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, give me 2 good
My
games.
thing is this, right?
All right, good.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, give me something. Yeah, give me some consistency. My thing with Fizdale and his lines, right? Okay, so Isozo, I understand why people like him. I really do. I like him too, and I used to not like him. But he's not playing well down the stretch. You need to stop somebody down the stretch. You know Trey cannot stop no Justin Drew Holiday, who's 6'4", right? So I don't know, maybe put in, I don't know, a guy who's 6'6" who plays really good defense. And Frank, I don't, you know, this is like simple stuff. The guys played hard tonight. Fizdale lost the game. He lost the game with the dumb line. Actually, so you know how you know you watch basketball a lot? You can actually see when you know they're about to lose. You can actually see it coming.
You can see it coming.
Around the
7-minute mark,
5-6-minute mark. I say, oh, they're gonna lose this game.
Yeah, you could tell they was about to blow it. You could tell. You could tell right off the bat.
You know, at one point he had Trey, Trier,
Timmy,
Hardaway, and Knox at the same time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? Who are you stopping? Who are you stopping in that?
Only thing is this, JLs.
Go ahead.
And I'll let you get to your point. Only thing is this. I don't mind him tweaking the lineups in the beginning, but like I want to see you kind of play to win at the end. I'm not saying he's not playing to win, but like we didn't need all that offense out there in the end. We needed stops. So to Max's point, I would have liked to have seen either Moutier or especially Frank back out there on the perimeter, on especially Drew Holiday. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, JLs?
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you think we needed stops at some point. When we got to around this 5-minute mark, it was just like, we need to stop somebody at some point. I mean, we had Frank out there guarding power forward, but I feel you on that. Yeah. I do feel you on that. I do believe that Trier's defense is a little underrated, though. I do believe that.
Trier's a good defender. Trier is just he's like a ball stopper, right? So, you know, the problem. Speaking of Melo, right? People hated Melo for ball stopping, but Melo was on that level where he could ball stop. Isozo, I understand. You know, I know everybody likes him, but it's 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Stop stopping the ball, man.
Yeah, he didn't have a flow tonight. Iso didn't have a flow tonight, and Fizdale, he didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, Jay. That's the only thing.
We talked about that earlier. That's the only thing that maybe it's like, all right, he didn't have it tonight, maybe. But then you know what it is too? It was that Nets game. That Nets game when everybody else was tight and Timmy was everybody was looking around for Timmy to do something and ISO was the only one who kind of stepped up. I feel like the coach remembered that game. It was like, I'm not gonna have ISO out in the final moments ever again. And he just stuck to that and just hoped that he would figure it out.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Jay Ellis, I gotta talk to you, bro. I'm about to hurt your feelings a little bit. And CP's gonna agree. CP's gonna agree with me right now. Your boy Cantor needs to get bought out, bro.
What's up with this? Now he comes out with another tweet. Jay Ellis, he's tweeting again. Jay Ellis.
I listen, man. I'm about results.
I can't take it.
I'm about results. It's looking bad, man.
What's up with that guy, man?
You know what it is too? He's tweeting right now?
Yo, he tweeted like the same ... thing. I'm about to pull it up. But it's just like, yo, enough is enough already, man. What's up with this guy, man?
It's you know what it is too? You know what makes it worse? It's like a brand, it's like a tour now where everybody's announcing they're gonna pick you on the death. It makes it even worse. Puts the spotlight on him even more than.
But like, where's the leadership from this guy, bro?
Yeah, man, he's falling apart.
He has none.
This is what, like, this is not leadership here, people. What is up with Ennis Cantor and all this tweeting the cryptic tweets. He's been doing it since the
He's
opt-in.
Marc Gasol.
Yo, he's a fake team guy, man. He's a fake team guy.
Yeah.
This guy's he's one of the most selfish people I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm
honestly,
done with him.
To be honest. Listen, in his 8 minutes, they must have scored like, I don't know, man. I can't put the number on it.
Yeah, he was
so
booty.
bad at pick and roll
sucked.
defense. I can't understand.
Yeah,
He sucked. Randall was killing him. Everybody was killing
He should
him.
be embarrassed.
Yeah, his defense
Yo,
was really
he should be embarrassed.
Right, like why are you
That
tweeting like?
point-
I don't know, man.
That one dunk when he had his back to
Yo,
AD,
CP.
I was like, oh man.
Go ahead.
CP, J. Ellis,
mhm.
he should be embarrassed that a 6'6" slender point guard in Frank put up more of a fight
That's
on
a fact.
defense
That's
than
a
he
fact.
did, and you're like a 6'10" brute, right?
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
go first about that, right?
That's a fact, man. Frank put up a better
Yo,
fight
you
on
supposed to
Julius
give up that
Randle.
life.
Yeah,
than
yo,
Cannon,
Randall
bro.
didn't score when Frank was on. That was crazy.
Crazy, man.
That was crazy.
Crazy, man.
Held him to 0.
What
Yo,
is
you gotta J. Ellis, let's start the movement. Buy out cancer.
Hashtag get him out of here, man. You can't trade him. I mean, you can't trade him. You gotta get him.
No.
He's gotta go, man.
Oh man.
Yo, CP, when he tweets anything, we're gonna tweet at the Knicks community, pick and roll defense. Anytime he tweets anything, just everybody tweet him. Pick and roll defense. Watch film. Please, God, help us all. That's why I'm gonna tweet him every time.
He's all right, Max. He's got to
Yeah,
go, man. He's got to go. What's up with that, J. Ellis, man? Where's the leadership, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's imploding from the inside right now.
Where's he's really sulking over this, man.
8 minutes. It's like 8 minutes contract year. He's feeling it right now.
But
dog.
it's like, my dude, like, does he not understand we've been losing with him getting minutes? So it doesn't matter? Like, he's, I don't, it's not good, man.
Nah, it's not looking good, man.
It's not good.
He was all talking about it's my fault the other game, but you gotta try to correct it at some point.
Trade, we gotta, I don't know. I mean, you can't even trade him. Listen,
He's an expiring. He's like after this year, that's 16 million off the books, 18 million off the books.
I remember, man, when they interviewed Steve Mills, and they was like, when it was free agency and Canada was, wavering on the opt-in, opt-out type of thing, and they interviewed Steve Mills, and they was like, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
And Steve was pretty much like, well, it's up to him, or something like that. It was basically like, we don't have no control over it. So if he stays, he stays. If he goes, even better, type of thing. You know.
Yeah, man. This is
and this is why, man. This is why. You know.
Yeah, man. It's just
Yeah.
Last year he lost all this weight to try to get better at defense. He was a net 0 for the first time in his career, but he was next to KP. KP was kind of covering his butt a little bit on the defensive end, and he was winning for like a stretch, and it looked good. It looked like it might turn out to something. But it's all imploding right now, man.
He's imploding, man. He's imploding. My guy Reaper in the chat says the dot, he tweeted 8 dots, and maybe that represents 8 minutes.
That's some good coding right there.
That's some good. Reaper Man coming in with the. You could tell Reaper Man be watching them NBA conspiracy theories on YouTube. He be out in the Mike Kozemba joints.
We need to count the dots from all this tweets from
counting the dots, man. Sean Shepard said that's 7 minutes too long.
Dog.
Yo, this guy, man, come on, man. We don't like. I really thought we got rid of once we kicked Noah's ass out of here. I really thought we finished with all the distractions. You know what I mean? No drama, no egos. I thought we was coming in here clean slate. And like, why do we have to deal with this? And I'm surprised the media is not even asking them about this.
Veterans, man. The media will ask them. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I need Bondi and Berman and put them to the fire on these tweets, man. What's it all about?
It's gonna happen. That's a trust me, that's happening.
What is it all about? All right, let's go back to the phones. Jordan from Manhattan. He wants to talk about Trey Burke's game tonight. Jordan, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good, fam?
How you feeling?
Yo, let's talk about tonight, man. What's up? Tonight was a good step in the right direction, I feel like, for this team.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's been overlooked is how much Fizdale has been overemphasizing defense. I understand defenses was winning championships, but in this new era of basketball, sometimes you need the offense to match the other offense. Today, it was a good job. The crunch time lineup I like with Trey Burke out there. I also want to point out Trier. I don't understand why Trier was playing with Trey and Timmy. You feel me?
Yes,
the offense wasn't flowing for him at all. I thought they should have subbed either Moutier, who played a good game, or if not, they should have put in Frank. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's
Frank is the person who's going to get you those shots at the perimeter.
Facts.
Yeah, a lot of people mention it, but somebody who wasn't even talked about so far is Dotson. Yo, Dotson played a really good game.
Dotson has some solid minutes in the limited minutes.
He had a few stops.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, he had a few stops, and people overlooked that.
Mm-hmm.
Always gonna give you the defense. That's why I always screaming for Dot, yo. Even if he has a bad shooting game, he's gonna give you some rebounds.
Yeah,
he's gonna give you some stops.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, man, for Knicks fans, don't feel discouraged, man. This was a really good step in the right direction. And just because, as mentioned before earlier as well, if KP would have been there and we get this production from our point guards and to me, man, this is a easy win for us. You feel me?
Yeah.
We couldn't stop AD, and we got to live with that. We have Mitchell Robinson. He's 19 years old. He's really going to do nothing with that. And as far as Ennis Cantor, but this dude's a disgrace. Bro, we criticized Trey for not playing defense, for being small, but Ennis Cantor is almost a 7-footer. He can't even defend a tree, bro. It's whack, and it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Seriously, his IQ defensively is really whack.
Yeah.
You know, it holds us back. He's a phenomenal talent offensively, but he's in the wrong era. He's in the wrong decade. He's in the wrong year, sadly. Offense, he takes up. He's like Carmelo, but the center version of Carmelo, because he just isolates, and he doesn't even look to pass the ball to the perimeter.
He doesn't pass. He can't pass out the double team. You know, he can't pass out the double.
And it's sad, because if he adds that to his game, it would just take him to a whole different level. But you know,
I mean, some guys after a while they just are who they are, man. Yeah, like you said, yeah, some guys just are who they are after a while, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It was a whack performance by him, but overall it was a good performance by the guards. I was really excited for Moutier. You know, I've been really harsh on him because last year he really didn't show me nothing.
Yeah.
But this year so far, he's doing his thing. He looks more controlled out there, so I'm excited. I'll live with him as a starter and Burke as a sixth man. I do. I like it. I like what I saw today, man.
Seems like Moutier been watching the show, man.
Finds that crunch. What happened?
I said, it seemed like Moutier been watching the show, man. He's been listening to the criticisms on the show, man.
Yeah, man, and it's like, you know, it's inspiring to see that, you know, because just seeing how bad he was, the guy probably wasn't even supposed to be on the team coming out of preseason, and just to see him, you know, respond like that, it was very surprising. It's very exciting to see, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
True indeed. All right, Jordan, man, appreciate the call, bro. Good call, man.
I remember.
Oh, man, no problem, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
All right, appreciate you, bro. Call back again.
Yeah, Moody embarrassed me, yo. Moody embarrassed me.
What happened, JLs?
I still remember we went to the open practice. Right, went to the open practice, and Moody looked good. Yep. I went on my podcast, episode 1, and said Moody looks good. And then he came back the next day of preseason and stunk it up.
He was Bootier.
He stunk it up for 3 other preseason games.
Yeah.
And now I have to go back to my podcast next week and like, I swear to God, he looked good in open practice. I swear. It made me look like a damn liar. I had to like bury my head like, yo, damn. Like, what's happening right now? But he's turning it around, man.
Yeah.
He's turning it around.
I mean, listen, he forced Fizdale to give him a shot. You know, he's had his ups and downs. He put Trey at the end of the bench. He put Frank on ice.
Yeah.
And, you know, Moutier's 22 years old, aspiring deal. They have to figure out, and now we're segueing into the lineup changes, JLs. They, you know, I don't have any issue with Fizdale messing with these lineups. You know, I said it on the last show. This is an extended training camp. Look at it that way. I'm giving Fizz a free pass all year. Free pass. As, you know, obviously, late game decisions and things like that, we're going to question it, rightfully so. But in terms of how he's handling the players, I think this is the year to do it. You know what I mean? This is what the development tank looks like. I have no issues with it. What's your take on tonight's changes and just his overall philosophy in terms of
as much as everybody was talking about how bad that lineup is to start, we ended up with the lead in the first quarter with that bad lineup.
Yeah, we almost went wire to wire. We had a lead up until 4 minutes in the fourth.
Exactly. So I guess it wasn't as bad as we thought. Now,
yeah,
there were portions where Knox was getting bullied at the 4, like I thought he would. But
this was a different team though, because they're kind of soft at the 4. You know what I mean? Like they got like Mirotic and Randall can body people, but he's in he just doesn't know how good he can be.
Yeah, Randall got Knox into foul trouble, and Mirotic can post sometimes when he wants to too.
Yeah,
but we got away with it today, even though Knox got into foul trouble, and he saw some score from Knox today too. He's starting to see a little bit of what we saw in Summer League, a little bit of what we saw in the beginning. We're starting to see that Knox back with that smooth shot, even in the shots that go in and out. And even on the defensive end, I liked what I saw from Knox on the defensive end today. Like at least playing the passing lanes and kind of being a little active.
True indeed. True. Yeah. I mean, Kev, he's trying to make his way back. You know what I mean? The ankle injury hurt him a little bit, but he hit some tough shots. He hit some tough shots tonight. Give him credit. I think where it's going to take him to take some work is on the defensive end.
Definitely.
I think that's what he's got to work on. Just getting in tune defensively and not having those lapses. Those mental breakdowns.
Yeah, the mental breakdowns has to happen. He has to keep mentally engaged. What do you think about Frank at the 2 today, or the wing?
I mean, it's like, the Frank thing. It's as of right now, maybe that's just where he fits because there's just no confidence from him to run an offense, create his own shot. Somebody in the chat just now was like, "Why y'all praise Moody had 0 assists?" I think you can't always look at the stat sheet, right? I think you got to look at how the game was played, and if you want to go to 0 assists, you could also say he had the highest plus minus in the game. Yeah. Shashamane International. Sorry if I butchered your name. Shashane International. He was saying, why we praise Moutier. Because I still think he gave us the best flow in the offense, even though he had 0 points tonight. And he was he got his own shots off, and he was good tonight. Credit.
And I mean, even though he had 0 assists too, he still kind of pushed the ball. Like he
pushed the pace.
Yeah, he pushed that pace. He gives nice little advanced passes to initiate the offense, and he pushes the pace. And even the points in the paint today was pretty big too. I'm not sure how many points we had in the paint.
I'll go to it right now.
But Knicks have been bottom of the league in points in the paint.
Yeah.
And today I felt like we had an advantage, at least for 3 quarters.
54. They had 68, but you got to give AD half of 3 quarters of that. Oh, yeah, 54. We had 54 points in the paint tonight.
I feel like for 3 quarters we were dominating the points in the paint.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that had to do with Moutier and Tim Hardaway Jr. actually too, and a little bit of Trey. All the guards getting in the paint, and that's the thing we've kind of been missing. Like Moutier's been able to get into the paint.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Of the 3 guards, we continue to say, if we want to talk about pure tools, we're not talking about skill. We're not talking about skill now because he still, has a long way to go. But of the 3 guards, when it comes to running the offense, running the team, he's still better than the rest. And I think that's what Fizdale sees, and that's why Fizdale is giving him a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the lineup changes. Isn't just about giving everyone a chance of starting. Like Ron Baker's not going to start at the 1. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But you have to give these guys between Moutier, Trey, and Frank. You have to give them good looks at that position because we have to figure out what we have going forward.
Yeah, that's just fact. I still hope to see some Frank at the 1 at some point of the season though. But not. But it's as of right now, you can definitely tell that he's not the best suited to run the offense.
He's not. He's not. And I want him to as well, but I want him to.
defensively, he's better than everybody else.
Yes.
At the one.
Absolutely. And you can still, as you saw in that stretch in the third, he can still be valuable to you. And he probably should have came in the fourth. You could make that argument. He should have been out there in the fourth for ISO because we didn't need all that offense out there.
I will say, Frank, next step for you is I keep saying the footwork. It's like moving, probing while you have the ball in your hands. Right now, you do this thing where you stand still and dribble at the top of the key, move around and dribble. That's what Moutier kind of does. That's what the other kind of point guards do. They don't wait for the play to always unfold. They just force the issue sometimes. I'm hoping that Frank can pick that up at some point.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's get back to the phones. My man Doc Ross been waiting for a minute. Then we're going to get to Sean and we're going to get to Androff. Doc, what's good, bro? You on next? You on now?
Yo, what's up, CP? What's up, Jay Ellis? How y'all doing today,
What's
man?
good, brother? How you doing? Happy Friday, man.
Man, all right. So I'm going to say some things, right? Like, yes, I do think Fizz lost the game. But he lost the game because he ain't put my man Moody in down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I said my man Moody, right?
That's his man,
Jay. Yeah, you know how it is, right? So check it out.
Oh, boy.
Moody, like, I agree, right? Trey came in, he did his thing. But remember I think it was like a few shows ago, I was like, look, Trey needs to come in, score his points, and then take him out. Because at the end of the game, he's leaving Trey in there, and he's getting roasted. Moutier was taking Holiday to the hole at will. Like, I'm like, why won't you just play this guy?
Moutier was really
like,
aggressive. I had no idea who I was even seeing tonight, man.
Me neither.
He was finishing.
You and me both, man.
He was finishing tonight. That's what the difference was.
Yo, he was finishing. He was getting in the passing lanes. If anybody that you should have had out there versus at the end of the game, you should have had Moutier or Dotson out there.
Yeah.
Dotson was holding it down on defense. Right?
Yeah.
As for Cannon, I ain't going to beat that dead horse. Yo, a couple of callers ago, he said, like, yo, we should start trade Cantor. I agree, so I'm going to leave that alone right there because that dude, he just ain't even trying. Ain't no effort right there. But I do agree that Fizdale lost us the game because, like, like the lineup he did today, I'm cool with that because the lineup, we got off to a good start. The proof is in the pudding. Like, we got off, we came, and we ran, right? Why wouldn't you put just – usually your starting five, you might like playing, but then at the end of the game, you put them back in. I'm like, why you ain't putting Moody in them back in? And I just think that Fizdale, he dropped the ball with that. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm tripping?
No, I don't think so. I said that earlier with Jay Ellis. I was saying, I don't have an issue with tinkering with the starting lineups, but I think down the stretch, there were lineups that were better suited to close that game in the situation of that game. To me, I thought we needed defense, and to your point, Doc, you said we could have used Dotson out there, Jay Ellis. We could have used Frank out there. You didn't need to have ISO, Trey, Timmy. I forgot who the fourth person was, and Mitch. Mitch was fine, but you needed stops. You didn't need more offense at that point.
Yo, and you want to know here's something else, man? I keep hearing these callers, like, let me tell you something. Ain't no hate. I ain't got no hate against another fellow Knicks fan. Mm-hmm. But I've been a Knicks fan since 83, right? I got to have high expectations, yo. So this game, I wanted it tonight. Some people are like, yeah, man. I'm like, look, dude.
Yeah.
I'm used to winning, man. I was in high school. Even though we didn't win no chips, we still had good seasons. I'm like, we got to win some of these games because right now it's getting frustrated. Like, and the bad thing, too, I don't blame the whole loss on the Knicks. I blame it on those damn refs, yo. Because they got some ridiculous calls. They got 3 back-to-back and 1 plays. The dude wasn't even shooting. I'm like, come on, man. And Mitch, he got some raw calls. And everybody's not looking at the game like, I'm looking at the game like, yo, man, what the hell are you looking at? You know what I'm saying?
They've been really giving Mitch the rookie treatment.
Yeah, they did. You're right about that.
And guess what, right? Here's what they're doing for the Knicks the last 6 games I've been watching, right? Mm-hmm. If the Knicks are in it, they start giving them these BS rookie calls where, like they're taking them out the game. They know that they're going to get frustrated. And when you get that many BS calls and then you don't get nothing on the other end, you're like, yeah, that's going to take you out the game. So I'm not blaming it on the Knicks like per se. Actually, I blame this game on the rest more than I even do Fizdale. I just thought Fizdale should have put Moody in at the end because I'm like, look, the dude's playing. My last point, I want to know if you guys agree with this or not, but Frank ain't getting the starting point guard job back. Moody ain't gonna take it, yo. If he has one more, if Moody has one more good game like this, yo, I'm buying his jersey. That's my word.
What do you think? I appreciate the call, Doc. What do you think, JLs? What do you think?
That's about
is Frank's days numbered? And give me a comment in the chat. Is Frank's days numbered in the starting rotation? I don't think so, JL. What do you think? Fizz said eventually he's gonna lock in on something. But what do you think?
He's gonna lock in on something. I mean, eventually. I mean, if Moody keep playing like that, it might be tough for Frank to get back in there, man. He's been pretty he's been back since Dallas, right?
Yeah.
That was
game.
November,
Dallas game
2nd.
Was the return, yeah.
Yeah, today is the 17th. It's been how many games? About 6, 7, 8 games since then?
Since that was what, 2 Fridays ago?
Maybe 7, 8 games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like out of those 7, he's probably had 1 or 2 bad ones.
Yeah.
The rest of them were okay to good.
I don't know.
It's looking like Moody might keep it, man.
There's always a political
dark
factor,
horse,
though, man. I don't know politically if he would do that. I don't know. Maybe.
Dog, I don't think politics is even involved anymore, dog. We got Enes Kanter on the bench playing 8 minutes and Mitch Robinson starting.
That's true.
I don't think politics is involved anymore, dog.
That's true. That's true too. I don't know, man. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Has Frank lost the starting spot for good, or do you think Frank gets another shot? What do you leave a comment in the chat? Doc, appreciate the call. Let's go to Sean in San Diego. He wants to talk about the game overall. Sean, what's going on, brother?
What's good, fellas? Yo, I want to say this. Anytime I hear somebody start out saying, "My man Moutier," I can't help but laugh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Doc Ross was the biggest anti-Moutier guy, man. Now he's his best friend.
Yo, should I be making Moutier?
I can hear the sarcasm.
Yeah.
I can hear the sarcasm. I can hear the sarcasm. But let me point out something about Knox. I think he's going to be okay, but when we talk about defense, my man seems lost most of the time on defense.
Yeah.
Especially perimeter D. He doesn't get a hand up. I know he's young, but I'm just saying when I watch the games, Kevin looks lost on defense, man. He's a weak link on defense right now. And when you have him and Kanter on the court at the same time, I mean, it's ridiculous. And he has an excuse. He's young, but I don't know if you all have noticed that.
I didn't notice it this game, but I've noticed it in general that he seems to be lost and he kind of floats off into space sometimes. Kind of comes as a space cadet sometimes.
He seems very spacey all the time. That's my guy, though. That's my guy. Shout out Kev Doc. He seems very spaced out.
That's a great description of him on defense. Like he's a little like he's not even in the gym. He's not really paying attention on defense, and he's young. They got to fix that real quick. When you talk about AD and when the game changed, man, it was ignition when Kanter came in.
Yeah.
When Kanter came in, the whole tenor of the game changed for New Orleans. It's like, snap, this cat is in. Let's get to work. We're going to run that pick and roll. We've been waiting to run that pick and roll. Yeah. We've been waiting for him to come in.
We've been waiting for you, Ennis. How are you? Absolutely.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was going to say.
It was obvious,
Go ahead, Sean.
But what's that? I mean.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Let me run this past you.
Yeah.
Let me run this past you. Since everybody knows what Kanter is, the coaching staff knows what Kanter is. Here's my question. If we playing everybody and their mother and brother every game to figure out who's who and who can do what, why haven't they played Luke Cornett at all? He's 7 feet tall. He blocks shots. He's a stretch 5. I'd rather see him play than Kanter.
Well, I mean, Cornett Because I don't Cornette's just not good, man. He's just not good. Like he's probably done his last days as well, man. I don't think Cornette will get anybody.
Listen, listen. All I'm saying is, if you got him on the roster, you know what cancer is. I'd rather see him go through growing pains as a young player than watch cancer. He don't block no shots. I mean, I'm not. We talked about cancer ad nauseam.
Cornette's interior defense is better than Cantor's. You can make a case for it, JL.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just
that's what I'm saying.
You just have to keep him by the rim, because if he's by the foul line, you're toast.
Yeah,
he's getting blown.
So it's cancer.
That's true.
That's true, man.
But so is cancer.
True indeed, man.
And at least with Cornette on the court playing the 5, whoever's guarding him is gonna have to come out to that 3-point line and get out of the paint for our guard.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Cornette is an answer. I'm just saying I'd rather see him and what he brings to the table than Cantor's lame ass. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Sean. Appreciate the call, man. Yo, are you Sean in the chat? You in the chat right now?
That's me, man. That's me making you laugh in the chat.
Oh, Sean Shepard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Should I be making Moutier merch?
You gonna make Moutier merch? That's a risky game.
I'm asking for a friend.
That's a risky gamble, man. I don't know,
man. No, too early.
Shout out to Shaw, man. Only I hear him on the cannon stuff, but like Cornette sucks though. You know what I mean? Cornette. At least with Mitch, you're going with somebody that has more upside. Cornette, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cornette look like, I don't know, he's going to be a teacher or something in about 2 years, man. I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to be an NBA player for much longer. But we'll see. Hopefully he gets better. I'm rooting for him for sure.
I'm rooting for everybody. Isaiah Hicks?
No. only Cody wants to see Isaiah Hicks.
King of the Isaiah Hicks fan club.
The king of the fan club, man. The king of the fan club. Let's go to the chats, JL. Shout out everybody on this Friday night.
Young Simba is dropping those facts, the Cornette facts.
What'd he say?
He had 17.
Oh, and
17 and 17 2 days ago. 17 rebounds.
Put some respect on it. Put some respect on it, man.
Take that for data.
Take that for data. Cornette's balling. Jeremy Maynard. I think we was on the Frank and Moutier topic. Let's see what people are saying.
Yeah.
Reg Ice says it's been Moutier's position. He was just hurt the start of the season. Frank is done at the point.
I wouldn't say that because Moutier lost his starting spot in preseason, dog.
Yeah. Brandon Mason says Frank was clamping Julius Randle. Reaper Man says Frank is done. Quiet Money Burke once again showed you what he can do. Keith Sinclair, is Frank really a point guard? We should run him at the 2 and Hardaway at the 3. I don't know.
I'm happy for Burke, man. I'm happy for Burke. Yo, Periscope. Yeah. Periscope is lit with the comments today.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Periscope, man. Shout out Periscope. We can see your comments on Periscope. We can see your comments on Facebook, Twitch. We can see them. We just got to check them. So we're not forgotten. Shout out everybody watching all over.
Yeah. I'm trying to rotate between all 3. All right.
You got to rotate, yeah.
Yeah. Omar, you say here, he says, can't wait for Knox to finish going through puberty.
Yeah. Sometimes he looks like a baby out there, man. Sometimes he looks like a baby. He even splashed them threes out there, though. Good shit. I think Knox finished with 11 points. We're going to get to the player ratings in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Far Jose said Fizdale should have left Knox in.
I wouldn't agree with that one.
I believe he got to foul trouble, and that's why he left him.
That's what Fizz said, yeah. That's exactly what Fizz said.
Melo. You got some Melo. Oh, we got to talk about Melo.
Yeah,
too.
We're going to get to the Melo shit after the player ratings.
Oh, yeah. Cal said he subbed Frank in and out. I thought I did remember Frank in the last minutes in the last fourth quarter.
But I think at that point it was kind of too late. It was too late anyway.
I thought I was bugging. I was like, people talk about Frank didn't come in. I said, I thought he wasn't.
Yeah, it was kind of too late at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for Cal for pointing that out there. Yeah, kids. KD173 says, get cancer out of here.
Yeah, what's up with that, man? He's got to go, man. I was starting to like him, Jay Ellis. I was starting to like him, man.
I always liked him, but he's making it tough out here. He's making it tough out here for me this year, man. He's making it tough.
I mean, now you turning into a distraction now. Why are you doing this to us, man?
He came in here like a superhero. He stood up to LeBron. He was like the champion for the Knicks. He was doing.
I told you.
I was with him, man.
I told you, JL. You didn't want to listen to me, JL. I told you all off season. Get this guy out of here. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a chance only for you, man.
For me.
SS Television. SS Television says hashtag never stop tanking. Hey,
the road to Zion, man.
Yeah, the road to Zion. I think he played tonight. I didn't check the stats, but I think Zion.
I'm sure he shot like 80% and something crazy.
Yeah,
and like 2 crazy ass dunks.
That's a fact.
And 10 rebounds.
That's a fact, man. That boy's, he's a beast, man. I'm very impressed by that kid. I'll tell you that. All right, let's go to the play ratings, Jay Ellis. Let's go to the 3 stars. We'll do 3 stars and the play ratings. Let me hit the play ratings theme song. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. If you guys haven't already, smash that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button for your boys. Best way to contribute to the show. All right, Jay Ellis. I think the 3 stars are pretty much unanimous tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Well, what order are you giving them? Give me your 3 stars and your player ratings.
Man, what order? Shoot. Do I give 10 the spot for the 30? Or do I give
number 3? Who's number 3? Who's your 3rd star?
Damn, it's close. It's close because Tim had 30, but he was -5. Moody had 22, but he had the highest plus minus. And then Trey Burke had 24. He shot like 70%. I'm going to go the last slot. I'm going to give it to Moody. No, I'm going to give it to Burke.
3rd star, Trey Burke. Okay.
I'm going to give it to Burke.
24 points for Trigger tonight, 10 of 13 shooting.
Yeah, I almost gave him 2. Almost, I don't even know, dog. I'm flip-flopping in my mind. Because he came back at the end of the game, and I thought, like, oh, maybe we have a shot. Because he hit some clutch shots at the end, but we never really was able to pull it all the way through. So, damn, man. I'm flip-flopping, dog. I'm sorry.
I would go my 3rd star. I get Moody the 3rd star.
All right.
Yeah, I give Moody the 3rd star because I thought he didn't really get that much burn in the second half. I will give.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I will give it to Moody in 23 minutes, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Yes, no assists. Obviously, we would like to get that up, but I thought this was Moodie's 2nd best game as a Knick, and given that he's been here for almost a full season combined, that's not really saying much. So give credit where credit is due. Moutier, Moutier played hard. He pushed the pace. He pushed the tempo. He finished.
Yeah, got some steals.
He finished. He got some steals.
Played those passing lanes, yeah.
Yeah, 2 steals, 2 blocks from Moutier. I think he imposed his size out there, which you've been clamoring for him to do.
Yeah, man, he played big.
He played big. So 3rd star for me would be Moutier.
2nd, Trey or Tim, yo. He's no either or, dog.
I will go for my 2nd star. I'll go Tim.
That turnover in the 4th quarter?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, y'all turnover in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday read him like a book. Drew Holiday read him like a book.
That's what when that happened, I started having flashbacks of the Nets game.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need a ball handler. And I think Fizz read my mind too, because he's like, Burke, get the ball. And he had Burke running handling the ball from then on for the most part.
Facts. Well, I mean, listen, Timmy still had a great game. Obviously the shooting percentage wasn't great. 30 points, 8 boards, 2 assists.
Yeah.
But
he got to the line though, right? I think that's the other thing about Timmy too. He's been getting to that line.
He's been getting to the line. He's been aggressive. But the only thing with Tim is that he tries to boil the ocean in one shot. He tries to win you the game in one shot. You know, when you need it, when you're down by 3 and you only needed 2 with 3 minutes left, he's taking a 40-foot 3.
Yo, that 3 at the end made me want to scream, bro.
You didn't need it. You didn't need it.
I wanted to scream. I was like, why? And you felt like it was coming at some point.
Yeah.
You felt like that Hail Mary 3 with 7 people draped over him like a suit. You felt like it was coming. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah. That's it. And so that's why he gets a 2 for me. That's why he gets a second star from me.
I'm with that.
Yeah. And then first star, I go with Burke. Much maligned in these last few weeks. 2 coaching DMPs, coaching decisions. Triggers bounced back and he bounced back, you know, but this is Trey's strength off the bench, you know, being that instant offense off the bench. We've been saying that since last year, and he played a great game for us tonight. Give him credit, you know, give him credit, man. So overall, I give Moutier. What would you give Moutier? 1 out of 10. I give him
tough, man.
7. I give
If you've seen a 7 and an 8, I almost want to say 7.5.
I give him a 7 bouncing back. I give him a 7 for bouncing back.
I was just impressed. With him. I was like, it seemed like he's turning the corner, man.
Yeah. IOPS gives him a 7.5. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.5. What do you give him, Timmy?
Timmy,
9 to 23. Oof.
9 to 23. Yikes. What was the free throws like, though? Because he got
free throws 8 for 10. 8 for 10. 80%.
That's the thing that Timmy, even though he's bricking, he's getting to that line. He's been baiting these cats. He's getting to the line a lot. I'm gonna give him a strong 7.
I give him a 7 as well. It's
a strong 7. Yeah. It's different than a regular 7.
I give him a 7 as well. And what do you give him, Trigger?
I think I want to give Trigger an 8.
You gonna give Trigger an 8 tonight? 24 points, 10 to 13, good shooting. Gave us the offense when we needed it. I'll give Trigger an 8. I give Trigger an 8. Quiet Money gives him an 8. You know?
Yeah. Yo, happy for Trigger, man.
Yeah.
Get out that damn doghouse, dog.
Facts.
Put Mario in it.
Yeah, man. That's a fact, man. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think? What's your ratings for Emmanuel Moutier, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Trey Burke tonight? Leave it in the chat below. Let us know what your thoughts are tonight, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Honorable mention, Jay Ellis. What do you think? The homecoming for Money Mitch. 7.7 boards tonight for Mitch.
I like Mitch. For honorable mention. I like Mitch for honorable mention. I like a little bit what I saw from Knox. I like Trier's assist, but I'm gonna give it to Mitch just because I just like this defense.
Yeah.
In that first quarter, it was really promising to see how he can like kind of guard his man and somebody else's man at the same time. He uses length to construct some passes. And I think he's going to be a problem, man. When he starts learning this NBA game even more, he's going to be a problem because he has good instincts. And like the other caller said, too, I feel like if he didn't get into that foul trouble a little bit at the end, he might have been more of a factor. Getting these rookie whistles today.
Facts. Keith Sinclair said, honorable mention, Canner's an idiot.
Yo. This chat is crazy.
I don't know what's up with this guy, man. I don't know, man. We don't need this, man. We do not need this, bro. That's my problem, man. We don't need this from guys.
Come on, guy, get it together, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Making me look bad out here, man.
That's your boy.
Got people calling me out. People calling me out in the chat. Come on, man.
Facts,
man.
Facts. Let's go back to the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight, Friday night. Once again, this is Knicks Post Game Live. If you're just catching up, give me a hashtag new if you're new to the chat, so we could welcome you in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I see over 150 people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel.
Yo, please subscribe. If you want to see Nate Robinson dance, subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. and for those of you coming in late, we will be streaming. The shows will be restreaming around the clock So people can interact in the chat if you want to talk to other Knicks fans. We're going to be restreaming at 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern time. So you can jump back in, jump out, jump in the chat, So it's a good experience.
Yeah, shout out to IOPS holding down the chat with Young Simba.
IOPS and Young Simba, shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Kareem Alamari says, he said Mitch looked great in the first quarter. After that, yeah, I mean, listen, Anthony Davis, this is the top 3 player in the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Tall order. Yo, shout out to Paige Vedvery, who said that. And he shouts out Tim Hardaway for missing more shots than any other Knicks attempted.
Yeah.
Hell of a stat right there. All right.
The shooter says, "Embrace the tank." Hey, listen, man. Listen. I have no issues with the tank, man. No issues with the tank.
Danny Thomas says he's new to chat. Danny Thomas on Facebook. Holla at your boy. He wants to trade Courtney for Wilson Chandler.
I bring back Will. I saw somebody mention that Courtney Lee trade. Bring back Will.
Is Will expiring?
I think so. I think so.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, Banger says when is Lee coming back? I have no idea, man. Your guess is as good as mine, bro.
I'm good for an expiring man. Only thing is he's gonna take minutes away from him. Somebody else want to develop.
Yeah.
That's all.
Facts.
But I'm all for getting Courtney for anything expiring.
Well, let's do it, man. Androff in Tampa, he wants to talk about Knox and the game. I'm going to get another beer. Androff, you're going to be on with Jay Ellis, and you're on live right now. What's good, Androff?
Yo, what's good, CP? Jay Ellis.
What's good, man? How you feel, man? Jay Ellis, I'll be right back. Go ahead, Androff.
Yeah. Yo, I'm good, man. Like, the thing is about this game, yo, if anything, this game lets you see, like, what a franchise player looks like, man. Like, when I tell you AD was just having his way, like, it just shows how far we got to go, son. Like,
yeah, man.
before we have any semblance of that, yo, like, I love KP to death. Like, I'm not even sure if we win that with KP. Like the way AD looked, like he would have dropped 50. Like, listen, he didn't play in the first quarter, and he dropped damn near. So I'm like,
that's a fact.
Yo, like,
that's a fact. Well, it's KP is what I want. AD is what I want KP to be when KP grows up, dog. That's who I want to inspire. Get your game like KP, and I'll be extremely happy. But right now, AD would destroy KP. Even before KP had the little ankle thing, AD was giving it to him, man. But you're right about that. You're right. Like, we are a star away.
He was.
We are a star away from even.
Man, he was giving it to us, bro. He was giving it to us. Mitch looked like a rookie. He did his thing. Not for nothing. He did his thing. He was back in NOLA doing his thing, but like, damn.
Yeah, man.
But,
I love what I saw.
Yeah, but Knox, like, yeah. Mitch is solid. Mitch is gonna be alright. Like, I'm at that point where everything going forward is gravy. Like, I've seen enough to know that he's gonna be alright. At the very least, he's gonna be a solid role player for us going forward.
Yeah. And what do you think of the starting lineup in general going forward?
The lineup, it was alright. I mean, like, shit, like, it was the best start we've had in the last, like, few games. We didn't get the doors blown off, so I mean, there's that. But I mean, like, speaking of starting lineups, man, like, another one I'm just shaking my head at is Frank, man. Like, it's come to a point now that, like, I don't even need to see the games to know Frank's stat line, give or take like one or two. Like, like it's come to a point where I'm just like, I get off of work, I drop my shirt off on my dresser, go to the bathroom, take a piss, and then I'm just like, oh, Frank's probably gonna have like 5 points, 2 or 5 from the field, like 3 boards, like 2 assists, and like 2 turnovers. He probably played decent defense. And that's sure enough, like he'll do like, and I'm just like, yo, like I love Frank. I hope we develop him, but like, man, like I saw some stuff online. Like, what do y'all think about this? Would y'all trade for Markel Fultz?
Nah.
Only because
I'm the same way.
This is not the place for him to get right. He need to get right first, man.
Yeah, like I understand this is the wayward, place for first round picks here. We got like all wayward first round picks with us, but we got enough projects here already.
Yeah.
First of all, and second of all, any trades we making is for expirings.
Yeah.
Going forward, I ain't trying to take on no new contracts right now. All expirings. Prove it.
Yeah. The thing is, like with him, like I think it was Bleacher Report somewhere. It was like if the Knicks traded, like, because some people like y'all already know, people already like don't Frank. They're like, yo, Knicks should trade Frank and Courtney Lee for Markel Fultz.
I wouldn't make Philly richer. I wouldn't make Philly richer. That's too big of a project for us, man. Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
That dude might be done.
Nah.
He might be done.
Him or Darko.
Yeah.
But his is a mental. This is a mental thing. Something happened to him, bro.
Word.
They messed him up.
Something happened to him.
Yeah, man. All right, my dude.
He does not need the New York media in his life.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
Not at all, man. All right, man.
Y'all keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, appreciate the support, man.
Yeah. Yo,
all right, well.
Shout out to Alan C. Bradley on Facebook. He says his Zonia should be playing more. Fizdale has him on a short leash, but he has a lot more talent. If the season is about player development, then he should be in the playing rotation.
That was Alex. Yeah, but Alex, I mean, you can't. Alan, you can't play everybody, man, and you got to play the guys who have been earning the minutes, and Trey's been earning it. You're already playing Dotson. You're already playing Knox. So there's going to be an odd man out. And we knew that when Knox came back, the odd man out was going to be Lance and it was going to be Hazonia. And Hazonia hasn't been playing well at all. So I don't have a problem with Hazonia not playing. That's the least of our worries.
Me neither. Trey versus Hazonia? Might be Trey.
Yeah.
I do recognize that Hazonia has some type of talent.
Yeah.
You see the way he moves sometimes.
It's just inconsistency. You can see why Orlando gave up on him.
Yeah.
You can see why Orlando gave him. He's only 23. It's the same as Moutier. It's the same as Vonleh. They're all in the same boat, man. They're on an uphill battle to reestablish themselves in the NBA. That's it. And so we don't need to add Markel Fultz to that bunch. Hell no.
I feel you on that.
That boy, he's lost. I don't think he's lost, man. No way, man. Now don't come to New York with that, man. I can't find my jumper type of deal. He'll get ruined. Shells, shout out Shells. Shells coming in late. What's going on, Shells?
What up, yo?
SS Telvin says he was low-key surprised we got rid of Beasley. I'm not surprised. Beasley's not a player that you build your future around.
I'm not surprised either. He wasn't that I mean, we wanted projects. We wanted young guys in here to see what they could do. So I already knew we could go young for bees.
Yeah. Edward Hunter says Rozier. I'm not sure.
Nah, I'm not paying him that money.
I don't trust him. I definitely don't trust him, man.
He's gonna want like 16 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust him, man.
What about this Melo situation?
That's what I was about to say. Let's get to the Melo situation, man. Is it game over for Melo? That's the question for the chat. This is the question I have for you people at home. This is the question I have for you, Jay Ellis. Is it game over for Melo? 10 games into his tenure as a Houston Rocket.
That's crazy.
Melo is gone. Not even his best friend CP3. Not even his dog James Harden. Save him.
Crazy.
I mean, it's just...
Did D'Antoni have it out for him from the jump, dog?
I mean, the way they broke up, it was hard to see that ever working, though, Jay Ellis. It was hard to see that ever working.
So he thought they fake made up?
I mean, obviously, they had to have had some sort of, amicable or some sort of agreement for Melo to sign. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they talked, and they're professionals at the end of the day, and they probably said, you know, we'll keep it a professional relationship. But, you know, some Knicks fans, I don't know what side you guys in the chat are on. Some Knicks fans just say, you know, F Melo, to hell with him, and others, like me, I'll always be a Melo fan. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite. That was my favorite player of this era. And you know, beast. We don't even have to go through, you know, what Melo had you know, accomplished with his play, not with his accomplishments, but with his play. You know, from college straight through. I mean,
yeah, man,
one of the best offensive players to ever play the game. You can't even deny that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah,
my respect for Melo, what he did in New York, even though it didn't end well. Always gonna have love for Melo.
Always gonna have love for him.
Yeah, always gonna be rooting for Melo.
Yeah,
and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what team he plans on going to. I don't know. Maybe he ends with the Celtics or something. Who knows?
Maybe
that's
Philly.
so weird.
Maybe
Celtics,
Lakers. You know,
Yeah.
but it's like, man, like he's only 34, and you got some people saying he should retire, man. What do you think? Do you think he should hang it up, or do you think he?
Nah, I seen T-Mac say he should retire, but I don't think so.
I don't agree with that, man.
I don't agree with that. I think he got some game left. Obviously, he's not as spry as he used to be. He's not going to be able to, you know, play defense like he used to. But I feel like he can still be a terror for like a second unit and put up numbers. And he just dropped 30. Like,
on the Nets, on the bum-ass Nets.
Yeah, he just dropped 30 on the bum-ass Nets. I don't understand he dropped 30 on Elmer Fudd's head, and then you get cut the next week. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
It was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, what happened? What happened? Now people say sabotage. You know, D-Wade, LeBron saying he got sabotaged. Steven Jackson saying, oh, it's on Capella. Now Steven Jackson, now he's become a talking head on social media. If you haven't noticed, he jumps on the gram. It's just,
oh yeah,
yo, he loves it. Steven Mad Jacks, as they call him.
Oh man,
Steven Jackson loves that social media outlet, man, because he could just be himself, curse out everybody in the league, and not have to worry about no fines, no repercussions, man. Steven Jackson, shout out Steven Jackson. But some people say the Rockets sabotaged them. Some people say Melo's done. I think it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
He's slowed down, definitely.
And Mark Spears, shout out Mark Spears, great writer, man, with ESPN, the Undefeated. He interviewed John Lucas, who's a famed NBA player and NBA just a regular. He's an NBA lifer, man, and he's a guy that the players respect. He counsels a lot of players, and John Lucas said, "Listen, you got to live with it. You have to deal with the ego and the business side of basketball, and you have to put that in check. That's the only way that you'll achieve longevity in the league. You have to put your ego aside. You know, what John Lucas said was that there would have been times when Melo might get 5 minutes or not even play. You know, and they didn't want to do that to him. That's coming from the Rockets. There's two sides to everything, right? So coming from the Rockets, they basically said, that he just wasn't fitting. Obviously, his defense is taking a step back, and obviously his offense. We know all Melo's offense. He's a hard-headed offensive player, and it's just it's a clunky fit sometimes. And they were saying it was better off just letting him go, find a better opportunity, because he just wasn't going to get the opportunity with the Rockets. So, listen,
it's hard to watch.
It's hard to watch, man. It's hard to watch, man. That was my guy. You know, that was my guy. Even though the trade, obviously, playing playing Monday morning quarterback in hindsight, the trade was a terrible trade. We knew the trade was a terrible trade when he came here.
Yeah, man, he should have waited.
He should have waited, and we knew that. We knew that from the beginning. Yeah. But we were in this patch where we were just so tired of losing, that the prospect of having one of the best players in the game at the time mixed with Amari, even though it wasn't a good match, it was still we ignored it just for the sake of seeing some highlights.
And at the time, I felt like I don't think we was even bad at the time. I think we were like right at 500 or something like that, like 9-8 or something. We made that trade, so it wasn't even like we were super. I don't know. Just Walsh got too trigger happy at the time, and
Yeah,
traded the whole team. We could have built something. We
Yeah.
could have got a lot farther anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll never know. You know, people want to blame Dolan for it. Some people want to blame Dolan for it. But I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know what it really was. It's tough to see, man. You never want to see somebody go out like that. But, yeah, I mean, maybe the sun is set for Melo, man. Maybe the sun is set for Melo. I encourage
Melo to Brooklyn?
Oh, shit. Yeah, somebody said that. Yo, one thing's for sure. Do not bring him here, please. I mean, I see.
Nah, man. Yeah, nah.
I see all these beat writers like, and listen, I don't knock the media because journalism is, I respect the craft. I don't call myself a journalist. We just talk Knicks. That's how I
Pretty
see
much.
it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when I see these publications that are fairly respected right now in today's media talk about, oh, the best thing for Melo to do is go to the Knicks, or Melo to the Knicks, they should welcome him back. I'm like, yo, what are these dudes talking about? What are we talking about here?
They weren't here when we were here, dog. Were they here?
Like,
they weren't here, dog. They weren't. They weren't here that last year. They weren't. It was chaos. And I wouldn't even want to do that to Melo. We at the bottom.
No, man.
Right now, we trying to develop players, and Melo's gonna want playing time. And it's just not the situation right now for Melo. It's not.
It's just like, stop with the clickbait. These whether it's good news or bad news, they just always want to get Knicks fans' emotions stirred up and into the fray. You know, not one of these people even care to do some research to see, we have no roster spot for him.
Ooh.
We're rebuilding, and we just came off a terrible breakup. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. Stop with the clickbaity articles, man. But this one by Mark Spears, I encourage everyone to read. I pulled it up. And shout out ESPN on Undefeated. Love that publication. They got some really good writers. Shout out Justin Tinsley, my fellow alum, Hampton U, and Mark Spears, man. My two favorite writers over there. It's a good article on Melo, man. He interviews John Lucas. He interviews Nene too, JLs. And that's why for the people that say that the Rockets sabotaged him, they interviewed Nene, and Nene was like, yo, listen, even I had to, put my ego in check and accept a lesser role for the sake of, extending my career. And he was like, Melo has to do the same thing. That's coming from a former teammate, bro.
Yo, it's funny. I mentioned this last year. I was talking to my friends. I was talking on the podcast. I was like, will Melo have himself out of the league by not taking a lesser role?
Yep.
Because we've seen this thing happen to Iverson at the end of his career, where
that is like the same exact thing that happened to AI, man.
Exact thing. He went, and at this last years, he kept going from team to team to team to team and pouting on the bench because he wasn't getting the minutes. He thought he deserved more, and it all went bad for him at the end.
Yeah.
If he just accepts his role and plays the minutes he gets, then he could have another few years.
That's a fact, man. AI alluded to that. I'm gonna pull it up. AI had a tweet that basically said the same exact thing.
Oh, word? AI tweeted?
Yeah, well, he tweeted, his tweet said, same fight, different round, Melo. Keep fighting.
Wow.
And it showed them in the Denver Nuggets, man. Same exact thing happened to AI, man. Why AI could not last.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's tough. And it, like I said, that article by Mark Spears, man, it goes back to what John Lucas was saying. He was saying, you gotta be able to put your ego in check and realize that the game is passing you by day by day. The game is passing you by, and you have to be able to adjust. You see D-Wade. D-Wade is adjusting well. He went back home.
Yeah.
He's coming off the bench. Even when he was in Cleveland, he said, yo, listen, I'm not working out in the starting rotation. Put me on the bench.
Yeah.
Some guys can do it.
And the crazy part about that, too, is he embraced it, one. And two, then not knock on Melo, but, D-Wade and LeBron, they kind of worked on their body a lot more during the offseason. They was able, when you're able to work on your body, you can preserve a lot longer. So, and D-Wade is somebody who I thought was going to be out a while ago.
I thought Flash was gonna be long gone. I thought Flash was
Me
two years or in overtime. I feel like Flash is in overtime.
Me too, because he hit the way he played it, hit the floor so much. I was just like, oh, he's out of here soon. That ain't gonna last.
Facts.
But he did something right. He's still here. He's still kicking.
Facts, man. That's a fact. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Shells Heavy says hashtag Honey Nut Cheerios. and that's how we'll end the Mellow segment.
Damn, yo. Shout out to Mellow, man. Damn.
Listen, man. I hope it works out for him. Like I said, it's a tough way to end. I hope it's not the end for Melo. I hope he wins a ring. You know, I hope he wins a ring to cap off his career. Not gonna work out here, but yo, tip your cap to Melo, man. Tip your cap to Melo. We'll talk about Melo legacy and all that when he officially wraps it up. But for now, we'll just keep watching, man. I just hate all the slander on the internet on Melo, man. I just hate it. I don't like it.
What's ease on that?
Yeah, I don't like it, man. I don't like it, man. But yeah, that's what it is. Comes with the territory of being an athlete, man. Comes with the territory of being an athlete. So, yeah, man. Who we got Sunday? We got Orlando Sunday.
Oh, we got the rematch Sunday?
We got the rematch Sunday. How will they come out? We go to Orlando on Sunday. We got to bust their ass.
Oh, that's a must.
Got to, man.
In Florida, oh, we got to.
Yeah, got to.
That has to be a dub. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be up for that game.
Yep.
Pretty sure. I would be very surprised if we get blown out of that game.
Yeah, very man. Definitely got to bounce back.
I think I'm gonna call it right now. I think we're gonna win that one.
All right, hope so, man. Hope so. Once again, shout out everybody in the chat. You slap that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for your boys. JL's, just wrap it up, man, and reconvene on Sunday. But, yo, shout out to everybody for coming through. Heineken BX, Big Shaq, Shells Heavy in here, Keith Sinclair, The Shooter. Shout out Quiet Money, Reg Ice, Mikey Mike. What's going on, Mikey Mike? SS Television, Epic Z Highlights. Yeah, man. Jack Rhodes, banger. Shout out to everybody, man. All right, JL, so I'm about to throw the theme music on, the wrap-up theme music.
Yeah, homie, shout out to IHOPS, El Haraya.
Okay.
Young Simba.
Check Facebook and Periscope as well.
Definitely doing that as well. Definitely doing that. Danny Thomas, you're holding it down for Facebook. What's up, man?
Shout out Danny. Aaron Flores. Shout out Annie Flores. Aaron Flores. Edward Hunter. Sammy W.
Denario Tate on Facebook. We got MLK Periscope. Pavery. What's good?
Ken Sniffy Jr. Ken Sniffy. What up? Stay off that white.
UTEP Derb. Cordizo 911. Esco Exwork. It's funny. KD 173. What's up? All right, cool. I guess I go to my spiel right now. Unless you got some more names.
Nah, go ahead, man. Close up.
All right, man. So, hoodie season, y'all.
It's hoodie season.
It's hoodie season. Hoodies are out. Check my merch right now. Copy your hoodies. Yeah, I'm falling.
Oh, you don't got no merch?
I got my bag in the back.
All right.
Move this man.
Bag in the back.
Come on, man. Where's the merch, JLs?
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I got the Frank hoodies. If you want to see them, just hit my Instagram real quick. You see the hoodies and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and also podcast. This is on SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. If you want to get to any of those places, all the links are in my description to my to the website, to the SoundCloud, to the iTunes, so all that. I'll add your boy, and you can follow me. All those links in the description as well. Links to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
All right. My guy Jay Ellis, man. Hey, listen. Knicks go down 129-124. Tough loss. We got to bounce back. We'll bounce back on Sunday. But shout out to everybody for coming through, man. Appreciate the support always. Like I said, we will be replaying the stream 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you missed it and you rather watch it with some more Knicks fans and talk to them in the chat, rather than watch it on demand. You could always watch it on demand whenever you're at your leisure. But if you want to watch with your fellow Knicks fans, definitely check it out on those times, man. Definitely check it out on those times. I know my camera's a bit delayed right now, but it's all good. Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to everybody once again. Jay Ellis, I'll check you on Sunday. Everybody have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out Sunday. You're gonna have to call Alex on me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll probably have Alex Wolf on Sunday. But yeah, man, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Have a good weekend. And let's bounce back and another W, man. Peace.